Hi everybody, Varangian Gamer here, and welcome back to the Danelaw. And when we left it, I think we were hoping to try to gain that little bit extra prestige, so we could go to war with England and go for the war against the whole country, um, rather than individual duchies at a time. So we have set up a hunt in South Wales and we are about to set off. And as she says, I will be hosting a hunt in Abergwan. And timeless, I don't know where that. What would that be in? Is that being changed? Is that what it is now, Abergwan? And time has come for us to depart. I have no doubt I will soon be returning home covered in glory. It's true, there's nothing like a good old-fashioned hunt. I can't wait. We do have a faction. Let's just have a quick look. Yes, two members want lower crown liberty. I think we'll be okay. Oh, this is now after the Rose to Power DLC and free update that comes with that. So there might be changes to things like intrigue. I've yet really to catch up with all those changes. I've just come back from a little holiday, and so this is the first time playing after the update. So yeah, we'll see if anything new comes up. Or actually, that looks different. It's Starter Legend. Was it always green? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Travel, the Metal Man. Truly, a stroll through Hartlepool is a gift from Ymir. The tranquillity of this place is suddenly abruptly broken by the furious grunts and clattering of armour. Hark! Get me out of this metal prison! My squire took offence at my manner, even going so far as to call me heartless, and has abandoned me. Whatever this strange man did could not have been enough to justify being stuck in his armour. I could of course have someone help him, but is it truly worth it? Osulf the Heartless, Ebbing. He's Catholic Anglo-Saxon. His prowess is not particularly great. He's not really got any fantastic attributes. He's callous, stubborn, and wrathful. He's not a particularly decent man. We could take him out of his armour for 30 gold and get a weak hook. Offer him loyal squires for his fealty, but his aptitude would be poor, and he would be my personal champion. No, I don't think he's very good. Or leave him to his fate, and that would get me a little bit of prestige. I think we'll take the gold. I think we're going to get enough prestige anyway, so we've taken the gold. This looks slightly different as well, a little bit of a border around it. We formed an alliance with Baron Colborne because he's now a ruler. Is he? He's a vassal in the Earldom of Ulster. Travels to come. Journeying through Macclesfield, I pass by a peculiar-looking tent, splayed open with its yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. Come in, O mighty Queen. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. The strange man has piqued the interest of my entourage, but am I willing to pay for a reading? Calm, brave, patient. Not somebody that I think. Mind you, he's Catholic. I was going to say perhaps the Stuartans maybe do believe in fates and futures, but I'm not too sure why she would seek answers from a non-believer. So no, we're not interested. Thank you very much. Can we? No, I was going to say, can we get to Wales without more trouble on the journey? A wolf struggle. Our journey is violently interrupted by the sound of tearing flesh and gnashing jaws, and the desperate cries of a man about to meet his end. The noise is so horrific it must have come from the depths of hell. Attempting to track the source, we find a desperate champion struggling with a wild wolf. His blade is wedged between the beast's jaws, but his grip is beginning to falter. I could send Skjoldr. It's a prowess challenge, but we are brave. And so, really, I think we would do this. We've not got a. It's not nailed on success. Far from it. At worst, we'd gain the trait wounded, but we beat the wolf. Fantastic. And we gained extra prestige. And he joined our court. Very good. And now we have made it to camp. And as we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, my servants can get started on the preparations. Those deer are close. I can feel it. Yes, I think we chose this area because it had roe deer sightings, I believe, if I can remember. It was over a week ago since I recorded that. But yes, success chance is high already. Jarl Kolbein assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp. My men have been gathering sightings of the roe that roam the local area. Let's see if the rumours were true. Oh, so there is clearly a small roebuck nearby, but no traces of larger game. Let's see if the rumours were true. Let's get out there. It's a lovely day for a hunt, which means it's a nice day to be outside. As I fill my lungs with fresh air of the wilderness, I spot in the distance what can only be a gift from, or nature's dedication to, ear. So many useful herbs and beautiful flowers, both for healing and malicious intent. But I am here to hunt. Picking irises might raise some eyebrows. King Asbjorn. Oh, my husband. Yes. I was thinking, who's come along? I must keep up appearances. More prestige, which is what we really want. Or we could go for the intrigue option. But we're after prestige, so we will move on. We are close. Oh, we are there. We are at exalted amongst men, so that's good. That was the aim of this hunt, really. And the hunt is about to begin, but I've not named a master of the hunt. I could take on those responsibilities, but every good queen should know when to delegate, and the most qualified is Jarl Athelstan of Lancaster. Which is he not one? Oh, the faction has reduced in power and now can't send an ultimatum. Yeah, it's the same guy, isn't it? His opinion of us probably would go up, I would think. So yes, Athelstan is the best candidate. I think it went up 10. Rumours. The noise of the others has faded as my vassal Jarl Sturla and I stalk up on the roe. We are almost within striking distance when Sturla whispers, "Now that we are finally alone, there is something I have to tell you about Earl Morfarch." One of my vassals, who we quite like, but we really like Jarl Sturla. Talk later, or what? Tell me. Well, we now have the prestige we wanted, but I think we're in. What? Tell me. Is he going to tell me? Maybe I just got a hook or something there. I don't know. But my huntsmen say they know the place of the beast's covert, and the nearby waterholes and grazings the row frequents, though it's by no means an easy thing to do. If we were to carefully creep up on the buck, we could perhaps catch it unawares with our bows. So we're going to gain stress either way. The stealthy attempt is the least brave, I imagine. Well, it's not brave, and so that's where we would get stress. But we'd gain a little bit of stress because we're athletic and patient. I get it from the patient. I think that real hunters corner their prey. The woods truly is the mantle of the poor, but as the row flees in panic from foraging peasants, I feel my patience wearing thin. There must be better things to do in Abergwan today than picking roots and mushrooms. I think she'd understand that the peasants have rights too. And we're still cornering the row, so yeah, they didn't scare them off that much. So after hours of riding, we are finally cornering the wily beast. Our chase has not been in vain. The exhausted, panicked animal has turned to bay, struggling to stand and barking in panic. Oh, that sounds terrible. The air resounds with blowing horns, barking dogs, and the party's cries as the circle is closed around the defiant buck. I will shoot it, and I'd gain hunter experience and 37 prestige. Bit more prestige by taking it down. Somebody could die, unleash the hounds. We're not going to go with the hounds. I will shoot it. Twang! That's how my bow sounds. I take aim as the party keeps the exhausted animal in place. Exhale and loose. The arrow strikes true, straight into the beast's heart. Well, at least it was a quick death. That's how you do it. Excellent. A great roe hide, which we could either keep or give to my husband. Its lush pelt will make an excellent conversation piece, so we will take that. Therefore, I imagine we oh, that's changed around. I've got the stone of Scoon. I can't remember taking that. But we should definitely use stone of Scoon. And let's put the great roe hide on the wall. We still have the East Saxon war banner. Well, yeah, let's pop that up as well. More artifacts than I thought we had. So we have the journey home to conclude. But do we declare now on England? Two rival queens. So yes, it will cost us 2,000 prestige. We can do this. With our allies, we seriously outnumber them. Okay, yeah, I think we go for it. Go for it now. Declare the war. Invade the kingdom. Oh, it looks like the same thing as conquering it. I've never noticed that before. Was it always said invade, or was it conquer as well? But regardless, we have declared war on Queen Wulfrith. Now then, is it safer? I mean, finally, I can't remember at the end of the episode that I recorded before I went on holiday what the status was regarding our levies. My recollection is they were slowly, ever so slowly, perhaps creeping up, but I swear I thought they were around the 3,000 mark. I don't remember them being so high up, which is great. That's what we wanted to happen, and it didn't seem to ever kind of get there. Maybe something in the patch or the update, yeah, changed something around there slightly. I also feel that all these Jarl Halfdan's host has gone back to full manpower, because I thought they once depleted didn't replenish. Interesting. Everything seems to have kind of fallen for us in our favour there, really. England do not have any allies, do they? No. They have one child who they could marry to get an alliance. Although I think one of the updates is that people will refuse or be more likely to refuse marriage proposals in times of war. I think to counter that kind of strategy of just marrying children off to get as many allies as you can whilst the war has started. So I'm wondering whether we need to call our allies in. I might call one in, maybe a particularly powerful one. Ulster is close by and not at war, so we could get 4,000 men there. We could call in a dynasty of from Denmark, but that's 3,000 and further away. So let's call in our friend in Ulster. And I think that should be enough. Let's raise our army here. Knock the speed down slightly. Oh yes, so of course we've got the travel home as well, so these instructions. Fortified knowledge. The high altitude and the brisk air of Ceredigion has a very refreshing quality as we traverse the local hill fort. I ogle the soldiers training below with a keen eye. Their tactics are not completely foreign to me, trained in the martial arts as I am. While I am doing so, I am approached by the local captain, Kai. Would you like to join in, my lady? I'm always up for the challenge. We could get rough terrain expert, 80% chance, or reckless. And we would lose some stress. I'm not too sure what our stressful situation is, but yes, I'm always up for a challenge. And we gained rough terrain expert, so that's good. Okay, so our armies are raised. Let's head in the first instance to Oxford. Our Ulster friends have joined in. An 8-month siege. Okay. The trodden path. The procession has ground to a halt a stone's throw from Penillin. I look over to see my husband, Asbjorn, dismounted, intently staring at something on the ground. The other entourage members have gathered around him. Asbjorn looks up as I approach. My lady, there is an ant path here. I may be a tad superstitious, but you should never cross an ant path. He pauses. My great-grandfather did it, and my great-grandmother did it, and she never returned home. Oh, fine. We don't want bad luck whilst we're at war, do we? I just want to group those up. There's the English army. We'll station the besiegers and have a look as to where the English army is headed. Oh, they've got themselves caught in a fight, which they won. Okay, so they have started to siege Gloucester. And we'll send the bulk of our army to challenge them. Now they're on the move, but they're in my territory. At long last I'm finally home, and there's nothing better than arriving back in Bernica after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever onwards. Okay, so we have caught them. The Queen is leading her army, and Ulster joined us at the same time as well, which was very fortunate. We have destroyed the English forces in one fell swoop. They may raise some more awesome mercenaries. So what I think we can do, we'll take the barony of Reading. We'll lose a few men, but let's start besieging a couple of other places down at the same time. Oh, that one's going to take quite a while. We'll put the speed back up again. Now things are looking pretty good for us. We'll take out these Somersetan soldiers. So they've raised another 400 soldiers over here. Not enough to challenge any of our armies. We can hold court, but I think I would rather get this war won. We could ransom, but oh yeah, no war score from prisoners. So why not take the gold? We sieged more Newman's Milktooth. Fair enough. The age of the world. I have been studying the ancient religious texts and the writings of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation, or by my calculations we are less than a century away. However, my root Scolia urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the elders and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? I think a reasonable point. And Sleipnir is sick again, but no price is too steep. We will ensure she is looked after. We will try to take Winchester, but hopefully 3 sieges. Three sieges ongoing would be enough, but one of them was enough. What kind of like it, but do please tell me what I can do better, in a constructive way, of course. But it's good to be back after holiday, and it's really nice to be in Danelaw or Wales or England, wherever